Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, it is certainly good to be here with you today. For those of you who may not seen it, I put out a video earlier today addressing the terrorist incident in Manchester, England at the Ariana Grande concert. And if you haven't seen that, please, after you finish this video, go and see that. I'm asking for your support and for your prayers for all who have suffered. So it's a very important video. One of the things I didn't mention in that video was I forgot to tell people we were going to have messages from the spirit world today. I know a lot of people are upset today. A lot of people are grieving. But you see, we're going to have messages because this is what the terrorists want. They want us to stop our daily lives. They want to interrupt our schedules. They want to create chaos and mayhem. I, for one, say no. I will say no to the terrorists. I will not stop my work for spirit. So despite all of the struggles today, we are going to go on with messages from the spirit world. And I encourage all of you, wherever you are, try to resume your normal life as much as possible. If we let them stop us, they win. And you know what? I'm not about to give in. I will not submit. All right, now we're going to go through our letters today. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who have been writing letters. Thank you for all of you who have been here following and so patient. You guys are the best. Just so you know, I get hundreds of letters. I'm only one person, so forgive me if I don't get to your letter right away. I'm really overwhelmed, but I'm doing the best I can, and I hope you know that I love all of you. I do personally read every letter that comes across my desk, so I will see it. Right now, it's hard for me to personally write to everybody. So if I don't write back, please know at least that I do get your letters. I am adding it to the list for messages, okay? Anyways, for those of you who are new also, there is no charge for this. I do this for free. So just write a letter, put it in the info box below in the comments section, or you can write to me at my website at readings@robert-hickman.com and put in the title Messages from the Spirit World question. That way I'll be able to get that and see it easier. So, as I said, no charge. Now, for those of you who are interested, I do private readings. If you do want to get on my schedule for private reading, my private readings are an hour long. We cover everything in a private reading. We cover the past, the present, the future. We cover all your spirit guides, messages from them. We look at your life themes. We look at your past lives. All of this, and I also answer any questions you have in a private reading. So if you need something right away, or you need more than what I can do here for you, you might want to consider investing in a private reading. Send me a request for a private reading at the same email, readings@robert-hickman.com. We'll get you on the schedule. All right, well, we're going to go through our letters today. But before we do that, let's all just take a moment. Let's center ourselves and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay, my spirit guide Fletcher's back here. He says hi to all of you. All right, our first letter tonight is from Snapster T. Hello, Snapster T. Snapster T writes, says, hi, Bob. I'm a recent viewer of your videos, which I call Bobisodes. I like that. Yay, well, welcome. And I would like to know what my life theme is. Hi, Snapster. You know, when I step into your vibration, I get a lot of blue light around you. Blue light is the power of the throat chakra. This is where the gift of communication resides. And your life theme is actually that, a communicator. I get a lot of gifts of writing here around you. And I feel like in the coming years, your writing gifts will really become more prominent and be a big part of your life. And so you want to focus on work where you're doing communications, particularly writing. That's where I see success for you, okay? So your life theme is communicator. Thanks for writing. Keep watching those Bobisodes. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from Bell Tor. Hi, Bell Tor. Bell Tor writes this. Hey Bob, I'm curious if I have any psychic abilities. I've always been interested in all of this, but I just don't feel that I have any psychic ability. Do you have any insights? Hi, Belle. Yes, first of all, let me talk about the issue of psychic ability. The term psychic means of the mind. So if you have a mind, which it appears you do, as you wrote a very nice letter, you're psychic. People say, what? I thought psychics were these great and powerful wizards who sit on mountaintops. No, psychic means that you were able to access the mind. See, I believe that the human mind, many, many years ago, thousands of years ago, was actually naturally much more in tune. I believe that the ancient peoples had mastered the arts of telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, all of this. But as the rational mind took control, the intuitive mind was silenced. And what the intuitive mind, what part of the intuitive mind was not silenced by the rational mind, was silenced by society. See, nowadays in our world, it's very popular to say, oh, I'm a rationalist, I'm an atheist, I'm a thinker. But you see, I always say to these people, well, what part of the brain do you use? They said, I use my rational mind. I said, well, that's only one half of your brain, because the other half is the intuitive mind. So when you say you don't have any abilities, the fact is you do have them. They're just kind of resting right now. I pick up around you two different energies. One is I do believe you have some clairvoyance, particularly in the area of precognition. Like I feel like you're going to get knowings about things before you know them. Like, you might get up one day and say, oh, I just feel uneasy. I better call Aunt Sally. And you pick up the phone and call Aunt Sally. And she says, oh, thank God you called. I fell and broke my leg and I'm laying here. I need help. Well, see, your precognitive mind knew something was out there. And you reached out. You had precognition. You had, clairvoyance. You could see and sense. You also had empathic ability. So your abilities are clairvoyance and empathic. Empathic means that you feel things, that you just know things. I call this one of the forms of empathy is infused knowledge. And that's one of your gifts. So you have an empathic ability and you have clairvoyant, meaning you can see things at a distance or know things, sometimes ahead of time. So you do have it. Now, the way you want to access that, though, is you want to spend every day just doing 5 minutes of meditation, okay? Excuse me. My voice is going here. If you just sit down, close your eyes, bring the light through you, you'll start to access that part of your mind that connects to that wavelength, that frequency. And you'll find that you do have within you these abilities, okay? But I want you to get some books on clairvoyance, get some books on psychic development. Read about it. Understand how the psychic mind works, and you'll discover you do have psychic power. Now, the truth is, I have to be honest, not everybody has it to the same degree. For some people, it will come easier. Some people excel at it. But everybody, has some degree of psychic ability. But it's really a question of finding out where your power lies, you see. Now, as I've told you, you have an empathic gift and a clairvoyant gift. So that'll get you started on the right path, okay? Anyways, hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Margaret Boone. Hello, Margaret. Margaret's a longtime viewer. Margaret writes and says, Dear Bob, we recently had a lot of sorrow because of my brother-in-law's passing, as well as a family friend passing in Mexico. And soon will come the passing of my father-in-law. Will I get over these sorrows and losses? Oh. I also want to know what my talents are. Hi, Margaret. First of all, I want to say I'm very sorry for your recent losses. Fletcher's back here. I hear him talking. He said they both stepped into the light. So your brother-in-law is in the light. He's actually been visiting you and your husband as well. He comes around. They keep saying he comes around dinner time because he loves food. And it's like he's in the dining room at dinner time. So when you get together and sit down and have a meal, set a little place and invite your brother-in-law, because he'll be there, okay? And even though he can't physically eat, he appreciates the energy of the food. He can draw energy from it. And the fact that he's welcome still means a lot. But I do pick him up around your family, particularly in the dining room. Isn't that interesting? Your friend in Mexico is also in the light. They've crossed over as well. No trauma. I don't pick up any earthbound spirits. Now, interestingly, you say your father-in-law will soon pass, but I have to be honest, I don't pick that up. I think you're actually going to see him stay on a little longer. I'm not getting as much clarity in the mind. I don't know if he has a condition that's infecting him with, like, for example, dementia. But I do pick up kind of a vacancy emotionally and mentally around him. But in terms of him actually dying and leaving the body, I'm not picking that up right at the moment. So I do believe he'll be here a little longer. Okay. You know, I'm sorry for your loss. And in terms of getting over these sorrows, these losses, I think the best thing we can do is, first of all, don't be in denial. You know, a lot of people want to act like death isn't here and we'll just all brush it off. Feel your pain, cry. But also what's important is talk. The people in the spirit world love to be acknowledged. They always go over there and think, oh, they've forgotten us already. So you, by, for example, inviting your brother-in-law to dinner, even though he's a spirit now, you're making him feel loved and you're helping him in his transition. And so you will recover. But the important thing is share how you feel with those around you. Be open and be honest. Allow yourself to cry. And as you grieve, you release the pain. And as you talk to them, they'll give you signs of their presence. And that will be healing. You know, in regards to your talents, you have a lot of talents. In terms of spiritual gifts, I believe very much that you're a channel. I believe that you are the ability to channel information from the spirit world. I believe that they'll channel through you artistic gifts and visions to create beautiful things like arts and crafts. So I would be open to receiving it. Sit down and ask the spirit people, bring a power through me to create something. And then follow that inspiration, because they'll channel through you something that will be amazing and beautiful. You know, that's one of your gifts. I also feel that you have a healing gift as well. I feel that you're around a lot of these people that are crossing and they're around you, because on one level, you're bringing healing power. Now, you might say, well, gee, Bob, if they're healing, why are they dying? But what you're doing is you're healing not only on a physical level, you're healing on a soul level. And so use your power of wisdom, your power of compassion to know who's supposed to stay and who's supposed to go. For example, I believe your father-in-law is supposed to stay here longer. So you want to use your healing gifts to bring him comfort and peace and serenity while he's here. And when it's his time to cross, you'll be able to help him to cross into the light with no fear and pain. Okay, so those are your spiritual gifts. I hope that helps. Okay. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. Excuse me, guys. I'm losing my voice here. Our next letter is from Cheryl Myers. And Cheryl writes and says, Psychic Bob, I've been wondering about my spirit guides. Can you tell me about them? You know, I get two guides around you. I'm hearing a woman speak to me. She's talking with a British accent. Her name is Jessica. And she shows me a uniform. It's like a nurse's uniform. I believe she was a nurse in a hospital during World War II. I believe she subsequently died in the bombing of London. She was one of the casualties in the Blitz. But she's around you, and she said I walk the extra mile with her. So I feel like she's guiding you through some transition point in your life. But her name is Jessica, so I want you to call on her, okay? I get another man here. I get a voice. Let me see if I can get his name. Say it, Fletcher. Bring him closer. Okay, there's a man, or this is funny. He's standing. I'm seeing a flash of him now. He's got a rabbit coming out of a hat. He's a stage magician. His name is Frank. And Frank comes in and he said, what I do is illusory, but he says, I know where the real power is. And it's funny because Frank turns around. When he turns in a circle, he's now wearing like priestly robes, like a Wiccan robe. I believe Frank also was, well, he was an American actually, but it looks like he died in the 1950s. But he was a stage illusionist by trade. But then when he wasn't on the stage, he studied and practiced Wicca. He was a witch. So he says that he knows where power is. So I believe he's kind of saying that you have some magical power, and he wants to help bring it out in you. So you might want to do some explorations on Wicca, you know, and see where that takes you. But you definitely got some power around you. Jessica's telling me also, she said that she was a medium. She said, I'm a natural medium. She said, I was a nurse, but when I wasn't working as a nurse, I was a medium. So it's interesting. Both of them had kind of, would you say, second careers in the spiritual arts. Frank was a Wiccan priest, and Jessica was a medium when she wasn't doing nurse work. So you got both of them. Those are your guides, okay? So spend some time. Just talk to them like you talk to me. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Claudia 3. Claudia says, Hi, Bob. I need to know what you see in my future. Hi, Claudia. Let me step into your vibration. Give me just a minute. You know, I'm getting around you. It's funny, I'm getting flashes of orange light coming in your vibration here. This means that you have very high frequency. You have an artist theme on your chart. It's interesting. When I project forward here over the next few years, I'm seeing you do different things. I see arts and crafts around you. I see painting around you. And I also get photography. And I feel that you have a future working in the visual arts. I think you do very well to study photography. Could even be filmmaking, because they're showing me larger screens like cinematography. But your gift is in the area of visual arts, and in your future, you will work in the visual arts. That's what I see for you. So right now, be open to creativity. I would encourage you to meditate on the color orange. You might even want to get a gemstone. Orange calcite is a beautiful little cube-like orange stone. This would be very good to help you access more of your artistic gifts. Orange calcite's the stone you need. But you have an artist theme, and you'll do artist work in the future. Okay? All right. Thanks for writing. Well, golly gee, guys. That's all the time I've got for letters today. Psychic Bob has a full schedule. Listen, if you want to get on my schedule for a private hour reading, write to me. Readings at robert-hickman.com. Put in there private reading request in the title. It also includes your phone number if you can, okay? That makes it quicker for us. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of my channel. Listen, I hope you'll like this, favorite it, share it with your friends. Let's get out the word about Spirit Channel, okay? I love you guys. Listen, we'll see you here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We got Wiccan Wednesday. We're going to have some fun stuff tomorrow. We're going to talk about the great god Pan, so you don't want to miss it. Be here then. We'll see you. I love you guys, and until then, may you always blessed be.